What's up, everybody? Welcome to another segment of New Music Friday. We're going to be talking about some of the new music coming out throughout the week of April 25th. And I know I'm a day late. Normally this comes out on Thursday, but I guess it still works out since New Music Friday is being posted on Friday. It still kind of makes sense, I suppose. And we're here giving you guys the best possible quality of new music that we could possibly give. And you can expect the schedule to go back to normal coming out on Thursday next week. It's just got a little busy this week with things and kind of forgot about it, but here we are. We're here, we're doing it. If I miss anything you guys are looking forward to, let me know in the comments down below. Also, if you want me to do a review on anything, let me know what you want me to do and I'll try my best to make it happen for you. And if you enjoy this video, don't forget to give it a like. You can support me further by subscribing and ringing the bell icon. Do any of those things. Does so much for the YouTube algorithm. I can literally see the difference between videos that get more likes and videos that don't in terms of the algorithm and stuff, and it's pretty wild. So yeah, doing something as simple as that goes a long ways. But moving on now, let's talk about why we all came here, and it is for new music. We get a new album from LANDMVRKS titled The Darkest Place I've Ever Been. I'm pretty excited for this one, probably because I haven't listened to any of the singles, and the singles, I don't know, they might be really good, but I'm kind of expecting them to be kind of radio play, but I'm definitely looking forward to this entire album. I was very, very stoked for their last album, Lost in the Waves, and honestly, it didn't really live up to my own personal hype, and I have a feeling that this one probably will, just because I haven't heard anything from it yet, and I feel like this band, like Lost in the Waves, I felt like it was a transitional period for the band, and I feel like they're going to come back pretty heavy in this album. We also get a new album from Caliban titled Back from Hell. I'm kind of on the fence about this one. Their last album, Dystopia, was pretty mid. Honestly, I didn't really like it all that much. This new record has some cool features on it, like The Browning, Fit for Autopsy, Mental Cruelty, but they were released as singles. So I mean, personally, I didn't really go out of my way. I listened to the Fit for Autopsy one with Joe Bad. It was actually pretty dang good. But to me, those are like huge, huge songs to release as singles, considering, at least for me personally, I don't really care that much for their style of music. It's just too generic sounding. So adding in those bands to me is kind of like a little special treat on the album. And if it's released as singles, it kind of just kills off all the deep cuts that are going to be on there. I don't know. We'll have to see how this album turns out. It could be killer. I could be completely wrong. We also get a new album from Ghost titled Skeleta. Surprisingly, I actually like Ghost. Not going to lie. Their last album that was good all the way through was Meliora from like 2015. Prequel had some good songs on it. Impera was kind of meh. That's the only one I've done a review on. Didn't really care for it all that much. I know a lot of people in the metal community just love to hate this band because they look all death metal-y and stuff, and then they play what people call Scooby-Doo music, which I don't know. I kind of like it. I like the gimmick. I like that they have this look to them, but then they don't sound like that. And they're actually really good musicians, fantastic vocalists, all that stuff. I enjoy them quite a bit. But at the same time, I feel like a lot of their stuff is just becoming overdone. Like the gimmick is worn off. Musically, it all kind of sounds the same at this point. They're kind of running out of creative ideas. If you listen to any of the songs off of Meliora, like most of them sound so freaking different from each other. I mean, they sound like Ghosts, but like there's a good separation between songs. And once you get into their later stuff, it's like every song kind of just runs and sounds exactly the same. So hopefully it's not the case on this, because I want to continue liking this band. I would like to get some new music from them to enjoy, but at the same time, when they run out of ideas, they kind of run out of ideas. We also get a new album from Machine Head titled Unatoned. I used to love this band like so much. Burn My Eyes to me is one of the greatest metal, groove metal bands, whatever you want to classify it, albums of all time. It is so freaking good. But their newer stuff, it's kind of like dad rock now. It just doesn't really hit the same. None of the riffs are like punching you in the face like they used to. The music isn't quite as heavy. they've softened up a little bit, which isn't really that big of a problem because, I mean, the dudes are old now. To me, like, one of the other main issues are the lyrics. The lyrics are just so bad. They're so silly, so cringy, very just like bro-ish. Yeah, it's very dad rock-esque, and I can't get into it. I can't take it seriously. I don't really. It just doesn't really do anything that much for me anymore. I know a lot of people are going to be excited about this, but for me, someone who fell in love with Burn My Eyes and The Blackening, I think, is another one of the really good albums that I enjoyed. I feel like they've kind of just slowly fallen off, and the more music they release, the less and less of a fan I become. But at the same time, I'm still glad that they're around, and they are releasing music that is, it's good. It doesn't suck. It just isn't really my thing anymore. We get a new single from Sleep Token titled Damocles. This is about the king who had to sit underneath a sword to kind of like remind himself of how much peril his power is in, and just being a king, and how everybody's kind of looking to stab you. You can kind of like keep himself on his toes, I guess you could say. And I feel like the singles of this band has been releasing has pretty much just been pissing everybody off on the metalcore subreddit. Whenever I go on there, it seems like they're like the main talk, and there's like a few people that are like, this is really good, or it'll be a post saying that it's really good, and like 50 comments of just talking crap. But I honestly, I kind of like it. I like their album. Or their single that they released, the first one. It was kind of rappy. That one was okay. Caramel to me is just really, really good. I enjoyed that one a lot. I feel like they're gonna release something heavy. I don't. Maybe this song is gonna be pretty heavy, determining from the name of it. But at the same time, I like how they're addressing some of the issues that are going on in like their real life. They're no longer leaning too much into the theme of their albums anymore, such as like the God of Sleep. Now it's more like, hey, like this is the crap we're dealing with by being in this band and dealing with stupid fans that are just kind of a-holes. So yeah, I really enjoy that. I hope they continue down that road, because the vulnerability to me is just a lot of great lyrics and great imagery, and I enjoy it a lot. We also get a new single from Fit for a King titled No Tomorrow. This band kind of made a comeback in my eyes after The Path, which was garbage. They released The Hell We Create, which was actually pretty good. And I don't really think the singles that any of the singles they release ever have ever actually been good, because it's just like radio play generic stuff. But at the same time, I mean, Ryan Kirby's vocals are so freaking perfect. These pretty much like, in my eyes, I feel like he's super underrated, but he's one of the best vocalists in metalcore. So I feel like the singles are going to be good, but yeah, it's just radio play, generic, kind of boring. I'm still very much looking forward to the full album when it comes out, because I feel like that's where they'd never really... It's very rare where they miss a beat on an entire album. The Path is the exception, but yeah, after The Hell We Create came out, it changed my perspective. I've wanted to hate it. I was like, The Path sucks. This is going to suck. I went into it already like prepared to write a completely 100% negative review, and I found myself loving it. So yeah, they redeemed themselves. We also have a new single from Slaughter to Prevail titled Russian Grizzly in America. Super gimmicky. Kind of over the hype of this band, if I'm going to be honest. Everything in the release is kind of the same. Alex Terrible is a fantastic vocalist. Not a lot of people can do what he do. I certainly can't, but at the same time, I feel like he doesn't use any of his like extended talents. He kind of just does the same thing. Even though he's super versatile, he never like ventures out. He doesn't do too much, and when he does, it's just a little bit here and there. Musically, great musicians, but again, they just kind of play the same music over and over again. It's like slightly heavier Slipknot, if that makes sense. It's just what I think of. And then like the things they sing about, a Russian Grizzly in America. I mean, it's just I don't know. We also get a new single from Dayseeker titled Pale Moonlight. It's been a really long time, not a really long time, but it's been too long since this band has released any music. They dropped Dark Sun, I think, in 2023. In 2022, I think, is when Dark Sun came out. And I feel like they leaned a little bit too hard into the synth, and it sounded like the band was completely missing. So I'm excited to get new music from this band. I enjoyed them, but at the same time, it would just be nice if we could hear the band again. And that is it for New Music Friday. Like I said, if I missed anything you guys are looking forward to, leave a comment below letting me know what it is. And you could expect this weird schedule. It's going to go back to normal. The next New Music Friday is going to come out on Thursday before Friday. That way you guys could all be prepared for, especially when morning hits. I know it's kind of weird when I release this on a Friday because you guys have been looking for it and the music's already out and you're kind of already seeing it. But, you know, we're still here. We're still doing it. I decided to go through with it and release it anyways. I do have some reviews planned to come out throughout the weekend. So if you don't want to miss those, make sure you subscribe and ring the bell icon. That way you get notified when I release them, or so you don't miss out on next week's New Music Friday. And I just want to thank you guys so much for taking time out of your day to listen to me talk about music. I hope that you guys are still able to find this video useful, even though it's a day old. And hopefully, you know, we could all still discover some new music. And yeah, just thank you guys so much for taking time out of your day. And I appreciate it. See you guys next time.